Hola chicos, ¿qué tal? Hoy toca un unboxing de esto que tengo por aquí. Últimamente estoy siendo muy fan de hacer unboxings de carteras. Y en esta ocasión toca este bolso, cartera o como ustedes le quieran llamar, de Chanel. Todo viene muy bien empacadito, todo muy protegido con estos pedacitos de tela que se los voy a sacar para poder mostrarles muy bien cómo es el bolso. Es totalmente negro. Tengo que sacar esto de aquí, pero viene todo muy bien cerrado, empacado, protegido para que no se dañe dentro del tiempo que esté viajando para llegar a nosotros. Y este es el bolso, está súper lindo. Tengo uno que es un poco parecido, pero realmente no es tan parecido porque este tiene dos cuerdas. Y bueno, no crean que esto es así, esto tengo que quitárselo para que puedan ver cómo son las cuerdas. Creo que son súper bonitas. Todo está de lujo, todo muy bonito. Quiero quitarle todo ya para mostrarles cómo luce. Miren, esto es una cuerda que es más larga, pero si la quieren hacer más corta, simplemente jalan esto y quedaría como una cartera o un bolso más cortito. Y esto que tiene por aquí es una etiqueta que se la voy a quitar para que puedan apreciar muy bien cómo se ve el bolso. Bueno, en principio por fuera, así es como es el bolso. Tiene un estampado así como acolchadito, súper lindo. Y la parte de atrás tiene este bolsillo que es muy práctico si quieres meter dinero, el móvil, si es un móvil pequeño, o las llaves, lo que ustedes quieran pueden meter allí. Y si abrimos esto, aquí tiene otro bolsillo más que me parece súper bien, la verdad que sí. No es demasiado grande, pero sí puede ser práctico para poder meter algún papel o algo que ustedes quieran tener allí. Y esto es para que quede todo pegadito. Y luego de esto tiene esto, que este sí que es la parte que cubre lo que van a meter adentro. Y aquí trae plástico, que esto es para que el bolso no pierda la forma. Y luego acá, esto creo que es para que no agarre mal olor o cosas así, no estoy segura. La parte de acá dentro del bolso es un color marrón, vino tinto, no sé qué color lo ven ustedes. La parte de adentro no es demasiado grande, pero para mí estos bolsos son demasiado prácticos porque si voy a salir, simplemente agarro esto, meto el móvil, las llaves y el monedero y ya está listo. Yo no tengo demasiadas cosas para llevar cuando salgo. Además de que el bolso es pequeño, me parece súper genial porque aquí tiene otro bolsillo. La parte de acá adentro tiene esto, que son unos pequeños bolsillitos para que puedan meter cositas. Y el bolso está súper lindo, de verdad que es un bolso súper sencillo, pero nos sacaría mucho de apuros porque aparte es un bolso que se ve como lujoso. Y a pesar de que les dije que este bolso era Chanel, esto es una réplica triple A, como le llaman en algunas partes, o también una réplica exacta, idéntica a lo que es la marca, pero es una imitación. Por supuesto, al ser una imitación es mucho más económica de lo que cuesta un bolso original. Ya saben que la marca Chanel es súper costosa. Si quieren algo original de esa marca, pues se van a tener que gastar un montón de dinero. Si optan por llevar una marca que haga réplicas exactas como esta, pues van a poder gastar mucho menos dinero y llevarse un bolso que sea igual. Así que yo estoy súper contenta con mi bolsito. Lo puedo poner más largo si quiero llevármelo así como tipo cruzado, o puedo hacer que sea más corto si yo le pongo las cuerditas dobles. Ya sería como una cartera, así como les mostré al principio del video. Aquí les voy a dejar un código de descuento para que puedan aprovechar la oferta y el descuento que tiene esta marca para ustedes. Y aquí abajo en la descripción les voy a dejar el enlace. También les voy a dejar escrito el código de descuento aquí en la pantalla y en la descripción para que no se lo pierdan. Bien, les voy a dejar el nombre de usuario de mis redes sociales como el Instagram para que puedan ir a seguirme y vayan a ver todo el contenido que tengo por allí publicado. Bien, si les ha gustado este video y les ha gustado mi nuevo bolso, recuerden dejar un like y comentar aquí abajo, díganme si les gusta. Y también me gustaría saber si ustedes son fan de las marcas que hacen réplicas o prefieren irse siempre por las marcas originales, las que son más costosas. Ya saben que cada quien tiene sus gustos, así que quisiera saber cuáles son los suyos. Díganmelo aquí en los comentarios y nos vemos en un próximo video.
itself. It's white on the inside, which, oh, I did not realize this. This is white on the inside, but this is orange on the inside. Now, I don't know if this is different for Hermes handbag boxes, if they're white on the inside, but the other packaging has orange on the inside. But that's already a difference there. I would assume they're orange on the inside. Another very subtle difference is that the Hermes orange is more matte and more muted in color on this box compared to this box. They're similar oranges. They got it pretty well matched, but you can tell this is a brighter orange and this is more of a muted orange. Hermes ain't that flashy. Same with the shopping bag too. You can tell this is a brighter orange and this is a darker, more muted orange. The matte finish also kind of may help make it look darker too. Here's my real one. Here's my fake one. I wore it to Orlando and Disneyland, and it was my beat up bag. After going through all of that, I don't think I would ever want to go to another theme park with a designer handbag because sunscreen gets all over it and it's a mess to clean up. But enough about that. I know you guys want to get down to me smoking the bags. I have 2 different size bags, so some things might vary between the models, but for the most part, a lot of the details do stay pretty much the same. This is a vintage bag, so some of the details here I know are going to be different on here, such as the fact that this is a double D ring versus this is a single ring where I clip my strap onto because it's a vintage handbag. But some things don't really change, such as the details and craftsmanship. And one detail that stuck out to me when I was examining the fake bag is the fact that the saddle stitch. It can be easy to fake the saddle stitch too, but this fake bag, which is not a super fake, I'm not comparing a super fake today, guys. I'm sorry, I'm not roasting a super fake. I haven't seen one in the wild, and I probably couldn't tell if it came across me because they look so good. The stitching is perfectly straight, and if you're a fellow Hermes fan, you would know that Hermes has saddle stitching, which everything is slanted, and the stitches are imperfect. They're not perfect, and they're done by hand, so what that means is that not every single stitch is going to be perfect, but they do try to make it as humanly perfect as they can, so that means it has to be angled for it to be done by hand. And if it's done straight like this, then it's done by machine, which means every single stitch is perfect. Another thing that is alarming is that this handbag has a very thin tapered edge around the handle and things, but this is super thick and globby. It's not as tapered and not as well crafted. Another thing too is that on the little piece of leather bit here that attaches the handle to the bag body itself, the glazing should be tapered down and out. You can see on the real vintage Kelly how it tapers down and out. This is just straight across, which tells me it's not an authentic bag. Another thing that really bugged me when I was examining this is a very obvious fake, by the way, so I don't see how you could get fooled by this. But the sangles are very different. Now, the hardware color is also different as well. This is a very gold on the vintage Kelly. This is a very light champagne gold, which is another big tip because Hermes doesn't do light gold hardware, so this bag is very obviously fake. All the hardware choices they have for common bags are like gold hardware or palladium hardware. And if you're lucky to get a special order, you can pick brush gold, permabrass, which is the light gold, or palladium. The purling detail is also different. This one is a lot more bumpy than the one.
I received a few questions asking what's the rarest bag I've ever sourced, and I thought this would be such a brilliant YouTube video. I'm sure there are some folks who might be curious as well. I had to really step back and look at my own collection to decipher what was truly the rarest bag I've ever sourced. May I introduce you to today's YouTube video is going to be short and sweet. I'm going to be sharing the rarest designer bag that I've ever sourced. Closer to the end of the month, I'm planning on filming my entire designer bag collection, so let's be friends. Hit subscribe if you're interested. This bag is what made me fall in love all over again with Gucci. This is by far my favorite Gucci bag I've ever owned. I love collecting designer bags that are fairly harder to find. I really want a piece that's like a conversation starter, almost like, oh, I've never seen that bag before. Like, that's a cool bag. Those are the bags that I tend to go crazy over. Obviously, since I have a vintage designer shop, I'm constantly sourcing, looking for bags for my shop. But when I saw this bag, there was just no way it was going to drop in my shop. May I introduce you to this is a vintage 1998 Tom Ford Gucci Swarovski crystal mini bag. This is a conversation starter with this bag, by the way. I've only seen this sold one other time, and it's sold to Rihanna. Rihanna and I are bag twins. It sold for an insane amount. I believe I saw it sold for around 15,000, maybe just under 15,000. So it's made entirely of Swarovski crystals, white crystals as the base, and then black crystals making up the monogram. Satin handle with satin piping, glistens in the light. I'll insert a clip of it, just beautiful in golden hour. It is so stunning when it's like afternoon light and it's just hitting the bag. A little fun fact, this bag is pregnant. What does that even mean? What does pregnant even mean? Anything that has a little accoutrement attached to the bag, I see it as the bag is pregnant. Silver stamping. Inside of this mini pocket, this beautiful little satin hand mirror. Yeah, I just think that that's so special. Like, I love that it has a little compact inside of here. I ended up actually sourcing the matching shoes because Tom Ford made a matching shoe back in the 90s. I still need to get the shoes fixed, so that's why I haven't worn them together. But oh, when I do, it's gonna look so cute together. Let me show you what can fit inside of this bag. This is the battery pack for my iPhone 14 Pro, and it can fit nicely in there. My little Hermes lizard card case. Celine Triumph.
Will Louis Vuitton really stamp their bags like that? It's thin. It looks like no work was put into it. It looks like a basic stamp you can get anywhere. Just stamp it, like a little thin stamp. Has nothing special to it, nothing out of this world. It's just not great. Also too, the canvas is very like you can tell it's not sturdy. It's not like, oh, let me show you the authentic date code. Let's see what we can say. Well, this one says SD4097. So if you see this stamp, you can tell it's very neat. It's well spaced out versus the other one. It's different. It's definitely like Louis Vuitton boutique worthy. Like you can tell. Now, also, some people with the old Neverfulls, they used to put a lining inside the pocket and eventually it would peel, which this lining will help you, like if your pen pops, your makeup or something, so the stain won't like spread out. Now the old Neverfulls, the ones that do have the lining or the floral print, they do have a lining which can start peeling, like this one. This does not make this bag a fake at all. You see, it's peeling. It doesn't make it a fake at all, but this is a dead giveaway. So that was the authentic one. Look at the replica pocket. It has a lining as well. It could potentially peel as well, I guess, if you use the bag more. But look at that. You can see through it. And you see that and you think in your head, common sense. Will Louis Vuitton really put a bag out that it has like you can see through it and it comes out like red? Most probably not. I don't, it's a little bit of common sense when it comes to these things. And of course, like knowledge and years of doing it. If you compare the hardware, would you be able to tell which one's fake? Probably not. They both